The Outer Worlds 2 is in serious trouble. Nobody's talking about it. Let's be honest, guys. Something is seriously off with the Outer Worlds 2. And it's not just the low hype. It's not the weird Steam numbers that we're looking at. This feels like deja vu. I'm talking full on Neo in the Matrix, seeing the black cat walk past him 2 times. This is another big Xbox RPG game that's about to stumble right out the gate, and the warning signs are all over the place. Remember how people used to trust Obsidian? We had games like Fallout New Vegas, which is a masterpiece. Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is fantastic. Obsidian literally was the studio at one point that defined what RPG depth meant in video games. Now let's fast forward to 2025, and we're watching that same studio quietly release a sequel to a game that was okay. I like the first Outer Worlds. And this should be massive. But gamers aren't buying it literally. I don't hear anybody really hyping it up. I streamed the game already. I got early access to it. Shoutouts to Xbox. As critical as I am with them, like I'm going to be in this video, they still give me review copies. So I'll give Xbox that credit. I played the game. I had it early access the last week or so. I've got to experience it. And it's okay. It's not that bad. It really plays a little bit better than the original. I like this open world aspect, you know, that whole first person shooter, sci-fi. It's like a New Vegas clone, a little bit of everything that you've seen in a game, but you can't deny that the numbers don't lie. If you're looking at Steam numbers, the Steam charts over the past few weeks, the Steam charts for this have been brutal. The follower counts are barely over 37,000. That's worse than indie games. Very Dark made a video. She said there was games like Mouse PI for Hire that has a higher player follower count. Tales of the Shire. Well, didn't Sweet Baby Inc. work on that game? Let that sink in, guys. These are small studios, small indie studios against a multi-million-dollar Obsidian RPG. And it's trailing behind those cozy indie titles. And I don't know, is it a little too late for Obsidian? I think this game's going to get lost in the shuffle because I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it played great. It was decent. Some of the characters are a little too DEI for my taste, but this is not by any means a bad game. People just aren't interested in it. Peak concurrent players around 10,000. That's not terrible until you realize that the first Outer Worlds sold over 7 million copies. This sequel is not just underperforming, guys. It's being completely ignored. And sure, Game Pass is probably a huge part of this. They have this coming out day one on Game Pass. But even then, and this is kind of like with Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima, you want a sequel to come out and you want it to do better than the first game. When a sequel to one of Xbox's few success stories in recent times can't generate any kind of serious hype, that's a bad look for everyone involved. Honestly, tell me, when have you seen people hyping up Outer Worlds 2? When have you seen anybody talking about it? I haven't even seen advertising for it. I happened to get a review copy from Xbox, and I played it. I haven't seen any of my other buddies that make YouTube videos playing this game. So either my friends don't play games at all, or nobody cares. I'm thinking it's the latter. So let's talk about the price. This is the $70 problem and up. This game was originally going to be $80, guys. And there was huge backlash for that. You remember that? There was huge, gigantic backlash for this game being $80. And then they quietly dropped it to 70 after that backlash. And even then, you got people saying, no thanks, I'll wait for Game Pass because this is a day one Game Pass title. Gamers are tired of paying more for less trust. And we've been talking about that in regards to other titles, like with Ubisoft titles. When you combine a lack of trust with Xbox's current reputation, you can see why people are laughing this one off, why they're a little hesitant to even give it a try. We've seen everything that's kind of like in a weird Xbox limbo where stores are liquidating the consoles, prices are going up for consoles, Game Pass prices are going up, and kind of looks like Xbox is winding down on exclusivity at this point. Let's talk about what's actually turning fans away, guys. Here's the real story. In regards to Obsidian, as great as they once were, people don't trust Obsidian anymore. After Avowed came out, you guys remember Avowed? How much of a freaking disaster that was? And all the events leading up to it? Yeah, Avowed was a disaster. It came out half-baked. It came out loaded with design choices that alienated longtime fans. The Outer Worlds 2 looks more of the same. There's a little bit of a touch of Avowed here, okay? A forced merry land of misfits, tone-deaf humor, character designs that feel more committee-driven than creative. They're literally wanting to make sure that people feel represented in this. You could tell the people that made Avowed worked on this. It really shows. There's even like the same colorful plants and stuff in the environment. The premium edition fiasco of this didn't help either, guys. $100 for a 15% vendor discount perk that also penalizes your sell value. I don't know if you guys heard about that. There's like features in this game where your character has some kind of like penalty. Yeah, if you own the deluxe version, you get a discount perk, but you also get penalized when you sell the merch back in the game. That's not premium. That's literally predatory. It's encouraging people to buy premium so they can get a discount, and then it also punishes you at the... I don't know. It just makes no sense. Look it up. It's a weird situation with the premium edition. And then the physical copy situation of this game. A single 1.3 gigabyte file on the PS5 disc for this. That's not physical ownership. That's a glorified download key. You might as well slap a Switch 2 logo on this because that's a Switch 2 game key. Fans feel disrespected, and they're letting Obsidian know it. And that's great. Good on you guys. Speak up. Vote with your wallet. Because here's the bigger picture. Obsidian can't afford another miss. Avowed disappointed. Beyond disappointed, guys. Pentiment was respected, but it was niche. It didn't sell enough. If The Outer Worlds 2 fails to land, this could be the final nail in the coffin for one of the best great RPG studios from the 2000s era. And that's going to be sad to see if Obsidian shuts down. And honestly, that should worry everybody who loves story-driven games. Because if studios like Obsidian can't survive Xbox management, what hope is left for creative single-player RPGs in general? Answer that question. Things will not be the same if Obsidian falls down. But here's the weird twist here. And this is in regards to the actual game itself, because I played this. The reviews are actually pretty positive. As of right now, if you go to Steam, it's sitting at very positive with over 1,000 reviews. So maybe there's a chance this game can redeem itself. The problem is the only people reviewing it at this point are the diehards, the fans who already pre-ordered the premium bundle. But what about when the mainstream audience finally jumps in, guys? People that are going on Game Pass to play this game. That's where we're going to see what's really going on. For me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I guess I might be a little easy to please. But the numbers don't lie, guys. When you're looking at these numbers, this looks like this could easily be another Xbox disaster. And in all honesty, I don't think it's Outer Worlds 2's fault. I'm going to be honest. Here's my hot take. I don't think it's Outer Worlds 2's fault. I think it's all the other games like Avowed that Obsidian made. I think it's all the other stuff that Xbox has been doing as a company that's tainting the whole company as a whole. Every single studio, like I said, nobody has trust in anything Xbox at this point anymore. I think Outer Worlds is literally one of the last things that they could do. And if it flops, some changes are going to be made here, guys. So here's the question I want to ask you guys. Do you think Obsidian could still make a comeback? Do you think this game's going to do it? Or is The Outer Worlds 2 just the latest victim of Xbox's broken strategy? Let me know your takes down below in the comments. And I'll probably be streaming this again because this is literally like the launch of this game. And if you found this video interesting, please feel free to hit that like button. If you hated it, hit that dislike. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thank you so much. I hope Obsidian doesn't go the way of the dodo. I really want the good old days of RPGs to continue, but right now it feels like we're watching the end of an era. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.